Yes, sir! Toronto Raptors news, boys. The Miami Heat and Toronto Raptors have been discussing a Kyle Lowry trade, boys. So, how do I know this, boys? Over the weekend, league sources have reported to Hoops Hype that the Miami Heat and the Toronto Raptors have been discussing a potential Kyle Lowry trade centered around Goran Dragic and a few other pieces. So, what does this news mean for the Raptors? Honestly, boys, this news doesn't mean anything for us because this trade is never going to happen. When I break down the trade, you guys will see exactly why it's never going to happen. I'm sure Heat fans would love for this trade to happen because getting Kyle Lowry would instantly make them finals contenders in the East. But for the Raptors, this trade makes no sense, and I'm going to explain why. So first of all, what is the trade that's being discussed right now? The trade that's being discussed in all NBA news cycles right now is Kyle Lowry in exchange for Goran Dragic, Kelly Olynyk, and Kendrick Nunn. That's the salaries match and everything. Goran Dragic, he's making about 19 million. I think Kelly Olynyk's making around 9 million. Kendrick Nunn is making anywhere from 3 to 2 million. So all the salaries match for that point of view. But this trade makes no sense for the Raptors, boys, and here's why. If the Raptors are going to trade for Kyle Lowry, we want pieces that we can build around for the future, for the long term. Because with Kyle Lowry gone, we're going to be entering a new phase where Van Vliet and Siakam are the leaders of the team, along with guys like Powell, OG, who've been around for a while. Kyle will no longer be the captain. We're going to be entering a new phase, a younger phase of Toronto. So we need pieces we can build around for the long-term future. Masai is not going to trade Kyle Lowry, who's been with us for a long time, for an old, washed-up Goran Dragic. Yes, I said washed up. Goran Dragic is washed. I don't care what you guys want to tell me about how he's important to the Heat. Then the Heat can keep him. The Raptors need no parts of Goran Dragic. If we're going to trade Lowry, and I don't see the name Tyler Hero or Duncan Robinson being brought up or Bam Adebayo, these are not things I expect the Heat to trade. But if I don't see these things being discussed, why the fuck would I want to trade Kyle Lowry? So they can keep Goran Dragic. They could keep Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn is playing great basketball, but he's not proven. He's only done this in the NBA for about a year and a half now. He's not a proven asset. Who's to say bring Kendrick Nunn to the Raptors, he's going to play well? We don't know. And Kelly Olynyk, he's just a regular piece. You could get a bunch of Kelly Olynyks off the free agency or to buy out. Kelly Olynyk is not something that makes me want to trade Kyle Lowry. This trade makes a lot of sense for the Heat, but makes no sense for the Raptors. The Raptors need to trade for young pieces they can build around in the future going forward. That's why they're in a kind of a tough spot with the teams being listed to trade Kyle Lowry to, like teams like the Sixers, the Heat, and the Clippers. These teams don't really have much to offer in terms of pieces that are tradable for them. They're not going to give up their main pieces like guys like Ben Simmons, guys like Paul George, guys like Jimmy Butler. These pieces are not going to get moved for Kyle Lowry, who's on an expiring deal. So none of these teams really excite me in terms of trading for Kyle Lowry. Even maybe if we were to trade maybe a team like trading with the Pelicans, getting a guy like Lonzo Ball in return, even that would be more interesting to me than getting a guy like Goran Dragic. But that's just my opinion on it, boys. So that is the news that the Raptors and the Miami Heat are discussing a trade involving these players. What is your opinion on it, boys? Do you think this trade makes sense for the Heat? Do you think this trade makes sense for the Raptors? Let me know your view on it. Me personally, I don't think this is going to be good enough for the Raptors to trade Kyle. We're better off keeping him if this is the best that the Heat are going to offer. Anyways, boys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you click the like button, subscribe to the channel. We have new NBA videos every single week. All right, peace, boys.